Hello, it's Barbara from Millers Florist. Today I'm going to show you how to make a lovely jug arrangement for Mother's Day, and I think it's really nice to do something personal that you can say you've made yourself for your mum or your grandma. These are a selection of flowers that we're going to use today. We've got a selection of foliage which is salal. We've got the lovely eucalyptus, which is lovely grey foliage. We've got the little spray roses, which I think are really pretty. We've got the mini gerbras, and these are to tone in with the jug. We've got genista, which is part of the broom family that smells absolutely wonderful. We've got little ranunculus to give it a little bit of lightness. And we've got the little spray carnations, which will give a nice flow to the arrangement. Now what I've done firstly to prepare for this, I've actually stripped all the foliage off the stems, as you can see. This is why we do this, is because we don't want any foliage under the water, because this creates bacteria in the vase and then your flowers won't last very long. So I've stripped all the foliage off the bottom of the stems. First we're going to start with the foliage. So we get a nice handful of foliage, and this anchors the flowers into place. And as you can see, they're beginning to spiral, the stems. So keep the foliage quite low, because we want the flowers to come above the foliage, because that's what we want Mum to see. And then just keep turning it in your hand so you get a nice rounded display. We're going to start with the spray carnations. And when you're putting them into your hand, try and take them across, so that it kind of creates a spiral, so that will make them display nicely in the vase. There's a lovely spray roses. There's some of the ranunculus. And just keep turning it all the time in your hand to give it a nice rounded effect, so you can see it from all sides. It'll be really nice to go on to a coffee table. As you can see, the arrangement of the design is taking shape, and it's a nice rounded look. Again, we're just turning it. Let's get the lovely ranunculus in. This is a lovely springy type arrangement. And try and spread the colour out so it's nice and evenly spaced. And as you can see, my stems are beginning to spiral, so it's bringing a lovely shape to it. I think the ranunculus are one of my favourite flowers. It's a shame they're not around all year round. It is just a spring flower. As you can see, the stems are all nice and clean. If any of the stem leaves do get on, as you can see, I'm stripping them off as I go along. And these little spray carnations will open up really nice and big. Right, so now it's made a lovely shape. Now I'm just going to carry on round the design. And I'm going to bring this lovely genista, just so this hangs over the side of the jug. Like I say, it smells absolutely beautiful, right? And I'm just going to finish it around the edge with what we call a leather leaf. Then I'm just going to trim the ends. Best to trim them at a bit of an angle. So before you actually put it in the jug, make sure it's a bit the right size with the jug. I'm just going to trim a little bit more off it so it sits nice and snug into the vase. And then you spray carnations here, make sure you don't cut them on the nodes, always in between the nodes, because it helps the water take them up. And just squeeze the stems together and pop it into the jug. I think you can agree that's a lovely arrangement of flowers. And then just to finish it off, we're just going to put this lovely little pink dragonfly sitting in the centre of it, as if it's just landed on it. and that's really pretty. And I think you agree, it'd be lovely to treat your mum to that and say you've done it yourself. And also it's a really nice cheap way of doing it, and then they've got a lovely jug at the end of it when the flowers have disappeared, and then you can redo it again with fresh flowers. So I hope you enjoy it. So happy arranging and happy Mother's Day.